Welcome to Live Art. Discover a revolutionary way to experience art. This channel showcases the incredible capabilities of AI in generating moving artwork. From bringing classic paintings to life to creating entirely new animated pieces, prepare to be amazed by the dynamic beauty and innovation. Subscribe and join us on this artistic journey powered by artificial intelligence. This is Francisco de Goya, one of the most powerful and enigmatic painters in the history of Western art. Born in 1746 in Spain, Goya lived through wars, revolutions, and the rise and fall of empires. His brush captured both the beauty and the horror of his time. He painted royals with ruthless honesty, and the suffering of ordinary people with deep humanity. From luminous court portraits to the dark, haunting black paintings created in isolation, Goya's art spoke to the soul of a country torn by violence and fear. But he was more than a witness. He was a visionary. A rebel with a brush, painting what others dared not see. Truth. Madness. The raw essence of life. Let's take a look at some of his works. This is the famous painting, The Family of Charles IV, created by Francisco de Goya in 1800. Some interesting points about this work. The figures depicted are members of the Spanish royal family, headed by King Charles IV of Spain, standing on the right, wearing a blue sash, his wife Maria Luisa of Parma, in the center, and their children and relatives. Goya includes a self-portrait in the background, in the shadows, almost unnoticeable, on the left. This painting is titled The Grape Harvest, La Vendimia, created by Francisco de Goya around 1786 to 1787. It's one of the tapestry cartoons Goya painted for the Royal Tapestry Factory, meant to decorate the dining room of the Prince and Princess of Asturias, the future Charles IV and Maria Luisa of Parma, in the El Pardo Palace. The painting depicts a vineyard at harvest time. In the background, we see peasants working in the fields, picking grapes, and carrying baskets. The mountainous landscape under a bright sky creates a sense of peace and abundance. This painting is, the 3rd of May 1808, El 3 de Mayo de 1808, painted in 1814. It is one of the most powerful anti-war artworks in Western art history. The scene depicts the execution of Spanish civilians by French soldiers during the Peninsular War, specifically the reprisals carried out on May 3, 1808, after the Spanish uprising in Madrid against Napoleon's occupying forces. The central figure, a man in a white shirt with outstretched arms, stands out dramatically. He is illuminated and resembles a Christ-like figure, symbolizing innocence and sacrifice. Around him are other terrified civilians awaiting execution, and at his feet lie the bodies of those already killed, their blood staining the ground. This painting is titled Witch's Flight, Vuelo de Brujas, and was created around 1797 to 1798. It is one of Goya's most iconic works within his Witches and Old Women series, which reflect his deep interest in the irrational, the supernatural, and the grotesque. 3 nude or semi-nude witches float in the air, wearing exaggerated conical hats, possibly referencing the capirate, associated with the Spanish Inquisition. They hold a seemingly lifeless or unconscious male body as they hover in the night sky. A frightened man is covering his head with a blanket or cloak, seemingly in terror or to protect himself from the witches. To the side, another figure lies collapsed on the ground, possibly unconscious or dead. A donkey stands in the shadows, a symbol Goya often used to represent ignorance or foolishness. This painting is titled The Blind Man's Bluff, La Gallina Ciega, created by Francisco de Goya in 1789. It belongs to his series of tapestry cartoons, designs made for tapestries to decorate the royal palaces of Spain. The painting shows a lively group of elegantly dressed young people playing the popular game of Blind Man's Bluff in a picturesque, open-air setting. One person, blindfolded, the blind man, tries to catch the others, who are spinning around and playfully dodging. The backdrop features a serene natural landscape with mountains, trees, and a calm river or lake, enhancing the romantic and idyllic mood. This image is The Burial of the Sardine by Francisco Goya. It depicts a lively and somewhat chaotic scene of people celebrating a popular festival, likely the end of Carnival, known as the burial of the sardine. In the foreground, several figures are dancing and interacting. Two women in white dresses appear to be central to the dance, with their arms outstretched. Surrounding them are men in various costumes, some with masks, engaging in lively movement. The overall impression is one of revelry and abandon. Many figures are wearing masks and costumes, which are characteristic of carnival celebrations. Some masks are grotesque or comical, adding to the festive and somewhat eerie atmosphere. One prominent figure in the lower left wears what appears to be a bear costume, and another figure wears a black mask. This image is Witch's Sabbath, also known as The Great He-Goat. It's a dark and unsettling work, part of his Black Paintings series, created late in his life. The dominant figure is a large, imposing black goat with prominent horns, adorned with a wreath of leaves. This goat represents Satan or a demonic entity, presiding over a gathering of figures. Its posture suggests it is addressing or instructing the group. Surrounding the goat are a group of individuals, predominantly women, appearing to be engaged in a ritual or ceremony. Their faces range from fearful and reverent to ecstatic and grotesque. Some seem to be listening intently, while others show signs of distress or madness. This image is the victorious Hannibal seeing Italy from the Alps for the first time. This is an early work by Goya, painted when he was still developing his style, and it contrasts sharply with his later, darker pieces. The painting depicts the Carthaginian general Hannibal Barca at a pivotal moment, having crossed the Alps and finally gazing upon Italy, his ultimate objective. This is a moment of both triumph and anticipation. Hannibal is depicted as a classical hero, clad in armor and a helmet, with a dramatic, flowing pink cloak. His gaze is directed towards the unseen vista of Italy, conveying a sense of determination and vision. He stands on a rocky outcrop, suggesting the treacherous mountain terrain he has just conquered. Thank you for watching this video. This is the beginning of a new way of seeing art, bringing great artists' works to life. Remember to subscribe to the channel, you'll be surprised. Leave me your comments, they are very important to me.